Hello, it's Big Chads, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I am a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about the PPO, or the percentage price oscillator. Here's your calculation. Now, it's very similar to the MACD. You can pause and read this on your own. You see the calculation there, but really, it's the difference between the 26 and the 12 EMA in a percentage term. You see the times 100. It gives you the percentage term, whereas you get more of an absolute difference with the MACD. Now, let's pull it up and take a look at it. You go to Trading View, you go to Indicators, Technicals, you scroll down to Percentage Price Oscillator. It really looks exactly like the MACD. You've got the histogram, you've got your signal line, and then you have here the PPO line. So the PPO line is going to be, let's pull it up and we'll show you the settings. The PPO line is the blue line, and that is essentially the difference between the 26 and the 12 EMA. As a reminder, EMA means exponential moving average, more price weighting given to the recent price action. And then we have the 9, the orange line, which is a 9-period EMA of the blue line. So it's a 9-period EMA of the difference between the 12 and the 26. It may sound confusing, but it's similar to what the MACD, how it calculates things. And then you have the histogram, which is just the difference, between the 12 and the 26. So what you see here is the PPO line, the blue line. All right. So say in theory, when the blue line, which is the difference between the 12 and 26, when it crosses over the 9, that's a bearish signal. That's a sell signal. Also, when the signal line, which is the orange line, crosses over the center line, the 0 point, this is a centered oscillator. It's not a bounded. It's a centered oscillator. It's a momentum oscillator. So you can use a sell signal here when it crosses over the center line, or a buy signal when it crosses above it. Okay. You can also look for divergence, where you have something like a lower high in the MACD or a lower high in these the PPO and the signal line versus the price. So similar to how you can use the MACD or even stochastics RSI for the divergence, you can do that as well. This is just another fancy way to to draw momentum. And I don't use this per se in my trading, but I want you to have an understanding of what it is, a percentage price oscillator. So the blue line is the difference between the 12 and the 26 in a percentage term. The orange line is a signal line. It's a 9-period EMA of the blue line. And then you have the histogram, which is just a visual representation of the difference between the 12 and the 26. All right. This is the percentage price oscillator. And this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. I'll just pause. You can read it here. I'll put it on this page. You can pause and read it, okay? All right, folks, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Big Chads out.